I know, fitness work sucks. I can't imagine there's a single football player out there who likes to run and improve their fitness and stamina, but sadly, it's gotta be done. And today I'm gonna give you 5 effective drills that you can use regularly to get in much better football shape so you can make sure that you actually have a fresh mind for the entire 90 minutes and also have a bit more energy left in the tank for, the second half. And spoiler alert, the drills here are tough and they suck and they're gonna sting. But I think you're gonna thank me later. Or you can just thank me now and making sure you've subscribed to the channel with the notifications on before we get started. But Jay, why is fitness so important? I mean, it sucks bad to do, but the thing is that I'm probably not the only one who's been really tired at the end of a match and made some terrible decisions because my head's absolutely gone. And the other thing is that the professional footballers out there are in absolutely fantastic shape, which means that they're not necessarily out of breath after doing one single sprint. So working on that fitness and that stamina is absolutely everything if you're in any way serious about your football. And as someone clever once said, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So just imagine if you have both the talent and you work your socks off. Huh? So what I recommend is that you do 2 things when you're working on your fitness. 1 is long distance and stamina work, and 2 is more high intensity, more football specific stuff. And the important thing is to remember to constantly escalate your intensity when you're working. So start slow with the amount of repetitions and effort that you can manage, and then you constantly make it more and more difficult so you push yourself every single time in order to improve. It takes a lot of self-discipline, and that sucks, but it works. First up is the cut and run, which is great because not only is it intense, you also get to work with the ball at your feet. So set up 5 cones with a meter or so apart, and then you start at one end. What you do is you take the ball, you sprint to the first cone, where you make an outside cut to stop the ball, and then you sprint back to where you came from. Then you run to the second cone, cut, run back, third cone, cut, run back, etc., etc. And that's what makes this drill so good, because not only does it work on your explosiveness when you change direction, but it also really works on your high intensity stamina because you're just running back and forth at more or less full sprint. So do as many repetitions as you can before your intensity starts to drop too much. Second, you want to work on your thighs and get them pumped up for some quick, sharp turns. So what you do here is the shuffle run, where you set up 2 rows of slightly offset cones that you're gonna shuffle in between while you touch every single cone with your hands as you go. It's important here to really bend down in your knees to start working and pumping up your thighs, make them stronger. And basically, when you run through, you're gonna take the ball and shuffle all the way through the cones on your way back. Then when you're done, you walk slowly to the other side, and then you do another one. Third up is a drill I've done before, the square of pain. But because we now have a football, we can call it the square of fun pain, which is slightly better, I guess. But here you have a stepping ladder, you have a big square, the red cones, and a small square in one of the corners, the bright green cones. So you basically run through the stepping ladder, then you go at 80% round the big square, then you come back and you take the ball to go through the small square. And the idea here is that you basically work on your focus and your technique while you're really in the red zone. So push through, push yourself hard, and remember that a winner is just another loser who never gave up. Next up, you can do the Zig Zag Mayhem. And yes, I came up with all these stupid names myself, so don't hate the player, hate the game, okay? But the drill is another square with a ball in the middle. And here you start in the center, then you run to one of the corners, round the cone without the ball, run back to the center, take the ball, and then round a different cone with the ball itself. Then you continue doing that, no ball, with ball around the cones until you've actually rounded all the cones in all the corners with and without the ball before you can take a break. And yes, it sucks. Yes, it hurts, but it's another drill that's really good for your body and for making you stay sharp and focused while your legs and your lungs are burning. I've saved the worst, or the best if you really want to get in shape, for last. The Scottish run, aka the suicide run, or the idiot, or cones of terror. Whatever you want to call it, it's in essence 3 cones placed up to 5, 10, and 15 meters away from the line. And what I want you to do is to sprint flat out from the line to the first cone. You turn quickly, you sprint flat out back to the line, sprint to the second cone, go back to the third cone and back before you can take a little bit of a break. But the important thing is that you go full flipping speed and that you continue until you can barely stand. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, it's a horrifying drill and I hate to do it myself, but I also promise you that if you do it consistently, you're gonna feel a difference in your lungs and your legs in a couple of weeks. So it's worth it. So these were some football specific drills, but what I also suggest you do is to go out for a 5-kilometer run every single week. Not a jog, not a casual stroll, but a serious run where you go out and push yourself to the limit in order to shave off as much time of those 5 kilometers as you possibly can, because this is going to teach your body to perform at peak intensity level for a long period of time. And it's gonna suck, it's gonna be really hard, that I can promise you, but I can also promise you that you're quickly gonna get to a comfortable level and improve every single week. So just go out there and see if you can beat my time at 18 minutes, 43 seconds. Go, go, go! So remember, go for one 5-kilometer run and one football-specific high-intensity workout per week, and you're soon gonna turn into a beast. Also remember to escalate your work intensity every time you go there, so you remember to push yourself and you make sure that you actually make progress every time you go. And if you do that, you're gonna turn into a beast in much better shape, and that's guaranteed. But guys, what should we teach you next? Well, as always, you should let us know in the comment section right down below. If you haven't done so already, go subscribe to the channel with the notifications on. If you want the exclusive point ones, you can go and buy them from the link right over there to unisportstore.com. And if you want to learn some wicked skills you can improve your performance on the ball, you can check out the playlist right down there. With that said, guys, I'll be signing off. Cheerio.